Hello. Alright, what's up? Got my milk. My cum. It's milk. Don't worry. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah. Honestly, like, every time I start these videos, I realize how much, like, I really need them and miss doing them. Is this music too loud? I feel like it's too loud. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I realize how much I miss these kinds of videos. Also, do you guys fuck with this lighting? Like, for some reason, this whole time the reason why I put this lamp on is for you guys to see my face clearly. It's supposed to be this way more. No, see how it makes more of the blur effect when I go like that? So that's off my monitor. Not my monitor, sorry, off my PC next to me. And if I go this way more, that's better. So the reason why I have that on is for you guys to be able to see that my face. And that's more white, and then that's off. With this in the background, I actually remember I used to do this. What I used to also do is I used to have a triangular lamp that changes color. And what I'd do is I'd set it on the bottom there to kind of light up my background. And as much as having that light on there to kind of show my face a bit more, as much as, having that light on to show my face a little bit more is good, so you guys see my reactions to horror games. I believe that it's just not as flashy. You know what I mean? It's not as flashy. With the lighting and stuff. I still want to hear my music. This music comforts me. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the headphones on. Yeah. It's not as, yeah, I don't know. So, this lighting here though, like, I was just about to start recording and I look at it and realize, honestly, why do I put this lamp on here most of the time if a lot of videos you don't really need to see my face that much, even though I do face cam for everything? Like, why do I need this on when I got this here and it lights up my background? It looks more aesthetically better. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, but the only difference is that I'm not just leaving it on my desk like I normally leave it. Not desk, sorry. No, I'm not leaving it on my bedside drawers. I'm putting it on the floor, so it kind of lights up the background more. But, yeah. Yeah, anyway, so recently, mainly today. So, I wanted to talk about, there's a few things I want to talk about. First of all, I'll get the kind of goodish kind of stuff out the way. By the way, I actually just saw on my TikTok For You page another video of a kid that like posts Minecraft videos and talks about problems. Look, I can't lie, I'm getting a bit like, just, I don't know. These people are doing these videos. By the way, do I sound better when I put my mic like this? These people that are doing these videos, I can just, like, they're doing it, I just feel like they're doing it for personal benefit, but it just feels like they're doing it because they're copying other people. I don't know, I'm just not really, I don't know, I'm just not really that 100% behind what they're doing, because I'm doing this for me, man. I'm doing this because this really helps me out. I'm not doing this for views at all. Yeah, anyway. So recently I've been swimming, so I've always been swimming in the pool after work, so it doesn't give me much time to do my videos. Voice crack. So after work, depends when I finish work, sometimes 12 o'clock, which if it's good, sometimes late, 4 o'clock, and sometimes I have to work until 9 o'clock at night, because I get a shift, at my retail job from 4 to 9 o'clock at night, but then my dad expects me to kind of wake up early and work for him, which is fair enough, but you know, it's a lot of hours and I don't really get time to do anything. Like, I don't even get time to do swimming. And then some of the days that I do get time to do swimming, like today, I didn't really bother. Like today I finished at 3, so I guess that's kind of fair enough, but days like when I finish at 12, I definitely go swimming. Recently I haven't been going for a run, which isn't good. I'm actually seeing about my belly getting a bit fat. It's just mainly not fat, but I've been seeing it stick out more and more all the time. And it's actually like, yeah, I don't know what it's going to take, but I'm really getting like sick of seeing it. It's sticking out like a trapezium, for fuck's sake. It's sticking out like this. Like, cause you can see my abdomen muscles and my belly. Like you can see my belly. Yeah. It's not good. But anyway. What I was going to talk about was, I should title this video I should talk about what I want to talk about in this video first. Yeah, it's probably a smart idea to do that. So then the title doesn't seem completely irrelevant. I wanted to talk about like, just like more about like love life and stuff. It's really bad for me because I think about it so much. Like, thinking about what you're thinking is like something that no human should ever do. But I'm thinking about what I'm thinking about. And what I'm thinking about is just finding a relationship and being alone. And it's just so unhealthy for me. It's not even funny. I think on my mind, 8 times of the day is... My mind's racing 24/7, by the way, when I'm not sleeping. Every waking hour, my mind is racing. It's just part of my autism, I think. Except obviously I have autism and stuff. And I say 7 times out of 10, 7 out of 10 is me thinking about just who's going to be my partner, love life, just everything to do with a relationship, finding love, being intimate with someone. Not sex though. I'm not always horny. I'm actually not horny at all. I know it's like really awkward to say, but I genuinely am not. You know, I'm not a horny bugger, mate. I'm nothing compared to some people, like most kids. I'm nothing compared to most kids these days, like most people my age. I never jerk off, by the way. Alright, I know it's like really weird to say out of the blue, but I never do that. I never please myself, like pleasure myself. I never do it. I swear to God, I never do it. Take my word for it. It's weird. I'll be honest, I have thought about getting a fleshlight. I'd be lying if I said I haven't. I have thought about getting one. But it's just disgusting. I don't know. It just makes me sick. Like, even just pulling my foreskin back on my willy is, like, disgusting. But why am I talking about this? It's supposed to be... Yeah. Anyway, what am I saying? No sex stuff. YouTube doesn't allow that. I'm probably going to get a, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. Oh god. Oh well, I can't. It's too late now. I'm not going to start talking all over again. These videos, I've got to just be careful with what I say because it's like hit or miss. Like, I either start and do it properly. Otherwise, I can't like get everything off my chest again. You just can't. It just doesn't work like that. Because this is a getting off everything on my chest video. This isn't a planned video. These aren't planned. And so just on my mind, 7 out of 10 is like love life, like just like relationship, who I love, who I want to love, having someone to love, having a relationship, being intimate with someone, who's my crush, who do I like, who do I find attractive, what boys do I like, etc. You know, my sexuality. I know my sexuality. Just thinking about just future husband. I was about to say future wife, future husband. And it's just not good. It's just so unhealthy for me. It just can't be right. And it's just a pain. And, yeah. And on top of that, it's about, as well, a lot of people that I think about. For example, obviously I still think about my dating person I was dating. Not as much recently. But when I'm not thinking of him, I'm thinking about loving just relationships in general, wanting to be in one. And the new people that I see and meet. There's these 2 blokes at my work that I'm like head over heels over. And if they were watching this right now, I think I would literally run away. I'm not even joking. You know, like, it doesn't make sense to put this to public, but I feel like this just makes that massive, big, key little difference, but still a big difference by putting it to public. When it's private, it's like, it's locked away. It feels like I'm not fully getting it out. I'm still talking about it. I'm not fully getting it out to possibly someone out there. But when I do it to public, no one's going to watch them, but it's still out there. Anyway. And so, yeah, it's like all I'm thinking about is like that, you know, two blokes at my work. Jesus Christ, it's just so embarrassing to talk about, but I need to speak about it. I'm thinking about them, crushing on them all the time, and I work in a retail job, for Christ's sake, and it's like, these people aren't necessarily very special to me, but they aren't special, but to me they are, and it's like, holy shit. And a thing happened today. Oh my god, I gotta tell you guys what happened today. It's nothing major, it's just, ugh. Oh, God. Hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna get some water. 1 second. I don't know why, having water out of a glass you just drank milk out of, there's something about it. It's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't... I feel like you have to deep clean a glass in order to drink water from it. Like, I don't know, it's like, I think it's just me, but yeah. So today at work, at my retail job, so I obviously have these two guys that I'm obviously crushing over. And it's like, one is like, physically I'm so fucking attracted to because he's almost exactly my type. Now, this is the thing, is I don't exactly have... Why is this red light flashing? What is this? I don't exactly have a type, but I have certain things that kind of make me have a type. What is this red light? Oh, I get it. Oh, am I wearing my headphones backwards? No, I'm not. Okay. And so, yeah, I have this thing where, I have these, yeah, so I have a type, but it's not really like a type as in, it's exactly my type. Not blonde hair, blue eyes, oh my god, this, just a few things, but overall, it doesn't necessarily matter too much. I find you attractive or I don't. That's just all there is to it. And one guy I am like so physically attracted to, it's not even funny. Like when I look at him, I'm just like, just fuck. Nah, I'm not like that, but it's pretty bad. And I'm sure if you was to look at me as I look at him, my eyes would not be lying, like my mouth does, like my words do. And I wish it was one of those things where I could show you guys photos, but no way I'm gonna do that. No fucking way. It's like I'm gonna pull my phone out, sneak a little photo, and fucking put it on YouTube. Fuck that. That is something I would never do in a million years. Never ever do that. Like even names, I'm not gonna say names. I think I did say names in my past videos, but now I'm not gonna say names anymore. And then the other guy. So the thing is about this guy that I'm physically attracted to, the first guy I was talking about, he does do things that are not so I'm a bit about. Like he drinks a lot and he vapes, and that's like, drinks I don't mind, vapes that's a bit of a no-no, little bit of a no-no. I don't fuck with that. And I have a story about him that I better say actually before I go confusing you guys. So this is first guy. So we're still talking about the first guy. So he, what happened was I first met him in school, and he had a bunch of friends. They were all dickheads to me. Of course, you know, like I sat by myself in class. When I was in class, by the way, I was legitimately by myself. Like I literally sat next to no one. Maybe these two girls that I was kind of friends with, but most of the time I didn't even get along with them 100% very well. They're just not my type of people. You know, and I was always just sitting by myself, just me by myself. And then in the rest of the class, there's two friend groups. There's one of the sick cunt, cool, sporty kids, sick cunt boys at the back. Mind you, none of them were even close to being as good looking as me. And you know what? I know I might sound like I'm joking, but I swear to God, they're fucking chopped as hell. And so, yeah, that doesn't matter. And the other friend group, which is where this first guy that I was talking about, is in. I don't even want to say the letter of his name, the first letter of his name, because it just makes me cringe. So the first guy, he was in a friend group, right? The other friend group that was in my class. He wasn't in the class, but he was in the friend group. And those friends, including him, were kind of dickheads to me. Like, big dickheads. I see him at train station next to the school. I'd be at the train station by myself, just thinking about being a YouTuber, and just that's all I did. It's just, you know, hoped one day I'll start making YouTube videos again and being a YouTuber and stuff. That's all I did. I was legitimately by myself all the time. Like, I swear to God, I had not a single real friend. It was just classmates, maybe. And I'd sometimes hang out in the library by myself. I'm not even joking. Like, that's what I did. Like, that's all I did. I swear to God, it's not like an overreaction or, yeah, he had friends. He just thinks he's by himself. I was literally a fucking lone wolf. And so the first guy, yeah, so with him, because they were his friends, I found him attractive even in school. So this was last year, 2024, and 2023, I guess, mainly 2024. Every time I look at him when he comes in our class just to see his friends and then leave, I look at him with hungry eyes. You know that song "Hungry Eyes" by Eric Cartman? Cartman? Is it Eric Cartman? Eric? No, that's not his name. What's his name? Eric. By the way, this talking video is really bad, by the way. I'm going back to my old ways where I couldn't even talk. Eric Cartman, yeah. This song. I looked at him with hungry eyes. This is a good song, by the way. The first guy, I looked at him with hungry eyes. Oh my God, I would drool over him. Like, holy shit. And I still do, even more now. And it's just, yeah. And so I know him from school. And when I first saw him, I knew I was going to see him at the retail job. And I'll tell you why. Because with a retail job, we have a group chat. And everyone's names is in the group chat. And I didn't think to check the names list in the group chat. I just didn't at the time. So about a couple of weeks into this new retail job that I started at the start of October. Start of October. Or am I dreaming? Yeah, start of October. So this retail job started in October. A couple of weeks into it, I see first guy. I see his name in the group chat. Work group chat pop up. And I obviously knew his name. I remember everyone's name from school. That's just how I am. I didn't have any friends, didn't hang out with anyone, but I remember everyone's name and last name. Everyone. Like most people, especially my old school, before this school. Because I went to this school, I'm going to call it Red School, for the last 2 years. Old school is a whole different story. I'll do a different video talking about that maybe. And so I yeah, so this guy, I saw his name appear in the group chat, and I got to be careful not to say any information because then I'm gonna have to cut. I saw his name appear in the group chat. Gonna have to put this in CapCut and edit. I saw his name in the group chat, alright? And when I first saw it, I'm like, what the fuck? That's my reaction. It was like, oh no, what the fuck? Because, right, I'm gonna make this bigger. When that happened, it was mixed emotions. It was scared, not scared, worry, but also I had a big crush on this guy in school. Why is he at this joint? And what happened to context of how I saw his name. 1 second. Oops, that was a bit loud. Slammed my door a little bit too hard. So the context of how I saw his name was the manager said in the group chat something about breaks, about what we should do to take our breaks because people weren't taking their breaks right or taking too long breaks, etc. And she said, in order for me to know that you guys have seen this, type break. Everyone typed break, including first guy. And when I saw his name, that's when I had that reaction, like, oh my god, I am very attracted to this guy. But at the same time, I'm like, oh no, that's someone from school that picked on me. Why do I have to associate myself with them? And so, yeah, and then I saw him for the first time and it was like, oh my god. When I saw him, I actually, like, my heart was like beating. I'm so attracted to him. It's not even funny. I don't know why. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so I saw him for the first time, not that long ago, about halfway through October. Yeah. No, not halfway through October. I'd say around end of October is when I first saw him. Yeah. Yeah, because I've worked at my retail job for nearly 2 months now because it's the 26th of November. Time's gone so quick. But yeah, it was really interesting. And then the second guy. Now this guy is a bit less physically attractive, but I've kind of fallen for him. Little bit. Now, he's a little bit Asian, I think. Yeah. He's Asian, yeah. But he's not like the Asian you'd picture. He's got a little bit of Asian in him, but he's not fully Asian. And I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or be racist at all, but I personally am not really attracted to like fully Asians, like just in general, and Indians and most races I'm really attracted to. Like you name a lot of races and I won't be attracted to. Yeah. Anyway, he is, in terms of his personality, he's a lot more charming, nicer I didn't have any previous history with him. I generally met him in the retail job. I didn't like meet him in school like the first guy, or anything. I didn't know him prior to this job, and he's just very sweet. Doesn't drink, doesn't go clubbing, doesn't smoke. He's 20. Yeah, I find him very attractive, honestly. Not as much, but I still do. But his personality definitely adds up. And yeah, but both of these people I know, I'm not even gonna have a slimmer of fucking hope of a chance that I'm gonna be with them at all in my life, or even have any kind of feelings with them, like as in like have a connection with them. Because first guy, I don't know, just not gonna happen. I just know he's not gay. Second guy, today what happened at work was the conversation kind of got brought up about, like, I asked, are you both looking for relationships, to both of them, as I was working in the back of the retail place, right? What was I doing? Yeah, working in the back, and this is like a couple of weeks ago, and both of them said, not really looking for a relationship, and I was like, oh, my heart was shattered a little bit. But today, I found out the second guy that I really recently have been really falling for, he's got a fucking girlfriend. Yeah, and then this other little Asian girl that works there, she's really lovely, by the way, and she's pretty like feisty for like you know, I mean, she's feisty. Like, I can imagine a lot of blokes like falling for her and stuff like that. Not me, of course. I'm sure she's very glad about that as well. Fucking hell, girls must be petrified of me. Yeah, and so she was talking to him. I was there as well. Oh, voice crack. I was there as well. Fucking spastic. Shut the hell up. No one's listening to you. Second guy, yeah, so we're talking. I'm trying to remember. What happened? Oh, I like he was kind of touching a little bit. All right, don't hold on a second. He put his arm around me. When did he do that? On Monday, I think. He put his arm around me. Oh my god, when he did that, I got so much fucking butterflies in my stomach. It was not even funny. Oh my god, the amount of butterflies I got. Fuck. Never felt anything like that. So today though, I was kind of like pushing him to like we're just mucking around, like pushing him to not go to a section of the shop because I didn't want him to see what I was doing. We were just mucking around. You don't worry, there's context. I wasn't just pushing him because for the sake of doing it. He started talking to the Chinese girl, and the conversation brought up about relationship, and it turns out he's got a girlfriend, and then she goes, as a joke, she's instigating to the second guy, why are you always looking at Christian? Me, that's who I am. And he's like, what happened? He goes, he's obviously joking, and then she goes, what, so you don't swing that way? And he goes, no, I'm straight, trust me. And that whole time I was thinking, this motherfucker has no idea that he's got no idea that obviously he has a girlfriend, but he has no idea that it's just a boy that's right across from him that is absolutely in love with him. Yeah, and after that I think it kind of got a bit awkward because the Chinese girl was like, wait, do you swing that way to me? She said that to me. Do you swing that way, Christian? As in, like, are you gay? And I physically turned red. I was blushing so hard, but I kept saying, no. That's what I kept saying. And oh my god, it was so hard. They didn't suspect. They took it, I hope. But oh my god, bro, it was just fucked. Also, yeah, okay, my glasses are being stupid. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. fuck. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it really. Yeah. It's weird. Anyway, yeah, but that's it really. That's like the main stuff. There's a lot more to add to it about the story. There's nothing crazy. It's just what happened today and recently with like love life and stuff. But in a way, I'm kind of glad this is all happening because it's making me forget about the person that I was actually talking to, and we were actually connected and actually both gay and actually into each other. It's not just like it's a one-way thing like it is now. It's letting me forget about that person because he ghosted me. I've talked about this, and as time progresses, I'm fine with it now. I'm alright. I'm not that bad. I get a bit upset of it here and there, but like today, I haven't really thought about it that much, and it's actually really, really good. I'm really, really happy. However, I believe it's because I have these two other people at my work that I've met at my work, right? That they're kind of helping me kind of forget him because they're two new people that I've kind of got my eyes on. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have coped a little. I would think I would have coped a little bit less. And what I kept telling myself. Alright, I'm gonna finish now, but I want to say one more thing. Hang on. Slam my door hard again. I'm sorry. It's actually the wind, not me. It's totally not me. It's just the wind. Oh my god. So what I kept telling myself was, you can look at my webcams this way. I should change this. I'll move it more, but I don't want it to fuck up the background and make it look nice still. So this is better. I should stay like this the whole fucking time. Fucking hell, I'm an idiot. So what I kept telling myself was, then you can't see my face. What I kept telling myself was, I was ghosted by him. A couple of days later, I saw the first guy. And the second guy was there too, but it was mainly the first guy that I saw. And I knew I was going to see him eventually because I saw him in the group chat, remember? But I saw the first guy. And because I was so interested in him and attracted to him, this might sound bad, I actually didn't give a shit at first about being ghosted. But then I realized it slowly started to sink in. Okay, I've been ghosted. Then I had that really bad week of crying myself to sleep. And it was like really bad. Because I realized, oh my god, I actually have been ghosted. His Oasis concert was when I really realized I've been ghosted. And before and after that, I was just really bad. It's just horrible, man. It's just a horrible time. That first week after I was ghosted, oh my fucking god. After I realized I've been ghosted, because I kept telling myself, he's just not on his phone because he works in the Air Force, and the Air Force, he's told me that there's going to be times where he's not on his phone. And that's basically it. But I kept telling myself, there's a reason why I've been ghosted, and there's a reason why a couple days after I've been ghosted, or around the exact same time I've been ghosted by him, I saw the first guy. See how delusional I am? I'm so delusional. Anyway, that's it. It's 33 minutes. Let's go. Bedtime. So, yeah. That's how I'm sure a lot of people have done that. But how delusional am I? How delusional am I? Oh, yeah. I was ghosted, but I saw some bloke at work. That means that's a sign that we're together, that we're meant to be together. How delusional. I'm so delusional. Like, I keep telling myself, there's a reason why. And it just happens to be the one bloke I was attracted to in my school that just so happens to be at my retail job, and I just so happened to see after I was ghosted. I kept telling myself that. That's a sign. That's a sign. That's a sign. Oh my god, it's a sign I was never meant to be with the other person. I was supposed to be with someone that I met at work. Oh my god. Yeah. And by the way, this is still the same. This is not the second guy that I was talking about, the Asian guy. This is the first guy. We were talking back to the first guy. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, I think that's enough talking. Thanks for listening in, guys. I say guys and girls, whoever's out there. No one's listening, but that's alright. I'm fine with that, and I always will be. This is how I keep... 35 minutes, let's go. This is how I keep sane. This is how I can get things off my chest, and that's fine. It's in the form of YouTube, and that's fine. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it. Goodbye. I'll update you soon. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.